accept Bitcoin as legal tender as well as other people accepting payments. What are your thoughts on that, Dr. Wright?
Well, it was nice having BTC on exchanges for a little while, but won't be much longer.
Why?
Because as soon as two people start trying to actually do anything together in El Salvador, the whole thing's going to fall apart. That, and the fees are more than most of the people there are earning.
Right.
So,
how would this work with the BTC fees? If you're trying to
well,
pay for
basically they're
something
going to
in El
go
Salvador?
higher and higher as the congestion builds up. And it's going to be a real, I'm sorry, I have to say this, shit show. The only word for it is shit show. Because people who are earning a mid-level income globally, they're going to now have higher and higher fees. This is going to be, if you want to buy the bread, it's going to be like Weimar, Germany, where you have to get the wheelbarrow full of Bitcoin. Because why? Because the fees are going to go up. The bread will still be $1, but the fee to buy your bread will be $100 by the end of the day. And by tomorrow, if you don't buy it today, it'll be $200. And the day after that, and the day after that. And eventually the economy stalls, because if you make it legal tender, you have to take it. Full stop. You can sue the vendor for not taking it. Now, this means the court's going to get clogged. It's going to be, it's one of these stupid economic decisions that morons in government who've never taken an economics class, even in undergraduate, let alone high school, sort of make. It's the ones who maybe work in Zimbabwe for a while.
Elizabeth Stark tweeted today that this is good news for the Lightning Network. Do you think merchants in El Salvador now will be all installing Lightning nodes?
Okay, so once again, Lightning Network is just a centralized, trusted intermediary. The Lightning Network still doesn't work. I mean, I'm promised 18 months away it will. So I'm sure 18 months from now it'll work, but for now, we have this little problem. It's not going to work. It's also fragile. It's not a robust system. If you attack a node, you can actually collapse the system. So you're going to have something where you have people who, well, maybe take money for taking down pipelines, and you're going to make a billion-dollar system that is super fragile, that makes American pipeline companies look like super robust, no one could ever break in type organizations. And then you're going to point all the hackers who want Bitcoin everywhere at this little country who doesn't have an FBI agent who can actually do anything because they're not rich enough to recover your money.
How would you feel if El Salvador or any other country enacted a law requiring BSV to be recognized as legal tender?
I would require, I mean, I'd prefer
Requires
they
a tough, that's the tough,
I don't like the
Bitcoin
require.
People, right?
I would like them to say we recognize it and make it currency, but not legal tender. I don't think we should force merchants to take something if they don't want to. So yes, it would be good for my back pocket, so to speak, but no, I'm not going to recommend that even. But I do think they should take something that will actually enable them to enact sort of transactions.
Elon Musk has been in the news a lot. Do you have plans for a Musk-like satellite internet? Is N-Chain Link coming to our world?
So, satellite network version 958. There was a reason why all of these things keep pulling out. It's because it's not actually viable. The timeframes even on LEO's low Earth satellites and the bandwidth are not there. If you look at one glass fiber, you get glass fiber now that can do 677 terabytes per second. You need 1 million satellites to do that. Yeah, a little bit less, but it's not going to work. We are growing and scaling, and the internet is getting more, and we're sitting there, and satellites are not scaling at Moore's law. Satellites are doing way less than doubling. Satellites are going, yes, slowly up. I mean, horrible.
All right,
Long
last
way.
question, and then we wrap up. This is a good one. Do you believe humanity, Dr. Wright, can be saved from a future of idiocracy?
I certainly hope so. This is part of why I'm actually studying, I'm doing my master's in education as well at the moment. And I believe that we need to move away from the system of confusing vocational learning and education. Education is not vocational learning. It is not a job. It is not job skills. We have to get that crap out of our head. Education is not computer science. It is not any of these things. Education is virtue ethics. It is philosophy. You know, Einstein actually did philosophy. Part of the reason why people like Einstein had ideas is we taught them how to think. We didn't sit them going, oh, you can't think of anything unless there's 30 physicists in a room, because otherwise it won't be a real idea. Hello, CERN.
All right. So I'm going to end on this, which is not a question, but I'd like to read a comment that someone sent in. I think it represents the sentiments of many people in this room and many people watching outside in our virtual audience. People can't handle the truth. Thank you for always speaking it, Craig. Don't hear anyone else presenting any vision for the things you're talking about. BSV represents so much hope for so many people. All they need is this hope.
Reimagine the world's financial system. One built on being simple and fair, not one that's overcomplicated, outdated, and broken, and keeps a quarter of the world's population from accessing it. Reimagine your own finances. Do you have full visibility and control of your assets and investments? We believe there's a better way, a new future for financial services. One built on equal opportunity, where possibilities are limitless, not limited, and everyone can live the life to which they aspire. At Fabric, we're weaving a better future of finance for the billions locked out and the billions locked in. A safe, open, and fully transparent financial ecosystem built on innovative technology, where anyone can transform, hold, trade, and grow their assets, all in one accessible place. But this journey isn't ours to take alone. Are you ready to join in? To reimagine a better future with us? Where everything is digital and anything is possible. Fabric. Reimagine prosperity.
data is double-edged. Wield it well and build your place in tomorrow. But trust it blindly and risk watching your progress crumble. Because much of the data we rely upon isn't reliable at all. At nChain, we believe in data, but we put no faith in it. Instead, we build tools that enable enterprises to trust the data upon which they rely. nChain, data without question.
Is greatness really just for a chosen few? For prodigies? For superstars? It's not planned. It's experienced by those with great support and some resilience. For those that strive to go to the edge once more, pushed and guided with excellent support. Support that provides groundbreaking technology by and for those that know it's all about velocity.
Imagine in 1997 paying for something with your watch. Remember the last time you used cash? The world has been digitized. Almost.
Cash was once seen as the last bastion for reform, but now is on the decline. Digital transactions have outcompeted hard currency since 2017 in the UK, but breakthrough bold technologies like blockchain have revolutionized more than just money.
Disruptive technologies call for disruptive lawyers, ones that don't just accept the trend, but find new ways of interpreting the law. We are currently the only global law firm with a real track record in the area of Bitcoin and blockchain. We are results-driven and care only about securing the best possible result for our clients.
We trace the supposedly untraceable. We pioneer the future of law. We deliver new solutions. We are law changers.
The biggest sickness in healthcare isn't a disease. It's not a bacteria or a virus. It's the silence. See, the data we need to combat diseases, to stop suffering, it's not waiting to be uncovered. It's stuck behind closed doors in stubborn silos. The healthcare industry has the data to improve our lives in untold ways, but no one communicates. And in that silence, countless lives are lost. That's why at EHR Data, we're building the largest ever shared data set of human health. And it won't belong to a hospital, government, a corporation. It will belong to the rightful owner of your healthcare data, you. We're merging healthcare records with blockchain to finally put you in control. Because your data doesn't belong on private servers. It should be in your hands in service to your health. The greatest sickness may be silence, but the silence stops when you have a voice. EHR Data. Own your health.
Different backgrounds, diverse geographies, and disparate experiences can all inspire ideas that lead to breakthroughs. And with blockchain, we've barely scratched the surface on its potential. So what's next for this breakthrough technology, and where can it take us? That's where you come in. Learn to leverage your creativity and harness the power of blockchain technology to tackle the biggest challenges of today and opportunities of tomorrow. Discover how you can make your ideas a reality with BSV, the only blockchain that scales unbounded, offers a stable platform with world-class security, and the support of a global community of experienced, knowledgeable developers. Join the 4th BSV Virtual Hackathon, and let's build the future on the blockchain.